In 2023, I have over 50 movies I want to check out this year. I've compiled a list of my top 10 most anticipated, and I'm going to bring them to you now. In this video, I'm bringing you my 10 most anticipated movies of the year. But I have a few honorable mentions I wish I could include, so those will be listed in the description below. So, without further ado, getting started, at number 10, we have Ghostbusters 4. That's right, 4, not 5. I was not excited for the future of this franchise after Ghostbusters 2016. That movie kind of killed everything I had for it. But after Afterlife came out and I went to go see it, it was so good that it regenerated all my joy I had for this franchise. We don't know much about this upcoming film, besides that it is directed by Reitman again. And that's probably why it's at number 10 for me. I'm expecting most of the kid actors to come back. They all did a really nice job in the first one. And yeah, I mean, besides Reitman coming back, and besides it being a continuation of Afterlife, that's why it's at 10. Coming in at number 9, we have Killers of the Flower Moon. This is another movie that is a bit lower on my list, strictly because we don't have that much information on it. All we know so far is it's a crime drama directed by Martin Scorsese, starring DiCaprio, Brendan Fraser, and De Niro. And really, for me, that's all I need to hear to get excited about this. Great cast, all-time director, and I have no doubt in my mind this movie is going to be good. At number 8, we have Scream 6. So, Scream has been my favorite horror franchise ever since I was in middle school. And so anytime a new movie is coming out, I'm always excited. No Sidney Prescott is a little bit of a bummer for me, but the cast we have coming back is still great. And I think the change of pace to New York City will also be great. A lot of times that is a death sentence for horror franchises like Friday the 13th, but I have faith in Scream being able to do it right and do the right thing here. Plus, that first trailer was amazing, and it gave me even more faith in this chapter of the franchise. Here we have next at number 7, AntMan and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this is my second most anticipated MCU movie of the year, and even the mixed reviews that we are getting from first watch critics can't change that for me. It seems like the Ant-Man franchise has been in this small story structure over the past few years, and it looks like they're finally breaking out of that, and I think that is more than well deserved. As the official start of Phase 5, I have very high hopes, and with an official introduction of Kang the Conqueror, our new big bad, I truly feel this movie could be one of the most fun and enjoyable films of the entire year. Coming in at number 6, we have Creed 3. We are showing a lot of Jonathan Majors love here in this channel, with this being the second film of 2023 that he is starring in on this list. With me being an Italian American, I grew up with this Rocky franchise. It was always on at my Nana's and Papa's house because they had all the VHSs, and I cherished those films growing up. With the Creed franchise, I have now seen both the first and second movie in the theaters with my cousins and my uncles, and I'm sure that is how I'll be watching the third one as well this year. I cannot lie, I would have to say that the first Creed film for me is up there with the first Rocky film. I loved it that much. While the second one wasn't as great, and I wouldn't say it's on the level of that first Creed film, it was still really good, and I had a fun time with it. I am very, very excited for this third movie being directed by Michael B., starring Michael B., and co-starring Jonathan Majors. I'm sure it'll be great, and this is one of my favorite franchises of all time, so I cannot wait for this new edition of it. Starting off our top 5, we have Evil Dead Rise. Another favorite horror franchise for me. I love the original trilogy with a passion, and this new film looks very promising to me. As much as I appreciated and enjoyed the 2013 requel of Evil Dead, I am happy this one is going to back to its roots, and it's going to be treating itself as like a sort of follow-up to that original trilogy. I haven't heard much, if not anything, about the director, Lee Cronin, but he seems to have created a few horror shorts and movies, so I have some faith in what he can do here. The only thing that is holding this movie back from my top 3 is the fact that we are most likely not going to get a return of Ash Williams, which kind of upsets me as a true Evil Dead fan. But then again, that trailer looked amazing. This director seems to have done some good work with horror in the past, and I'm excited for what we're going to get here. Next up at number 4, we have Across the SpiderVerse. The sequel to the world-renowned Into the Spider-Verse is finally here, and I feel that everyone is excited about this. The movie isn't even out yet, and people have already had so much fun with this one, just picking apart the trailers and the posters and trying to see what Spideys will be showing up and if their favorites will be there or not. The fact that the trailer of this movie felt so huge and epic that it made the first film seem small scale in size is a feat within itself, because that first film was literally a multiversal travel movie. If I had to pick one movie this year that I had to bet money on to be a for sure great film, I'm putting my money on this one. Alright, kicking off our top 3 most anticipated movies of 2023, at number 3 we have The Killer. Now, this movie doesn't have a lot out about it as of now, but I'm still very excited. So, it's a crime thriller directed by David Fincher and starring Michael Fassbender. For me, I'm sold. Fincher is one of my favorite directors ever, making some of my favorite movies like Fight Club and Gone Girl. And so every time he has a new film out, I have to go see it. I will be there opening night ready to go. The fact that we have heard next to nothing about this film, and it's still in my top 3, just shows how much I am a fan of the people involved and how excited I am for finally a new David Fincher product. And my runner-up for most anticipated movie of 2023, coming in at number 2, we have Maxine. If you would have told me a year ago today that this would be my second most anticipated movie of 2023, I would have called you crazy. We don't even have an official release date or cast yet. All we know is that it's coming out this year. Mia Goth is starring, Ty West is directing, and it takes place at some point in the 80s. Mia Goth is slowly becoming one of my favorite new actresses. Her performance in Pearl was amazing, top tier, perfect final girl status, and that movie was also really good. On top of that, X was my favorite horror movie of 2022, and it was a top 5 movie for me last year. My expectations for this movie are really damn high, and I'm just hoping Ty West and Mia Goth can come through again and leave me feeling not disappointed. And coming in at number 1, my most anticipated movie of 2023 is, without a doubt, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The MCU is my favorite movie franchise. Guardians is my favorite series within that franchise, and James Gunn is my favorite comic book director. The things that I've been hearing about this movie make me both so excited and scared for how I'm going to feel at the end of it. I have so much love for these characters, and hearing that this is the last Guardians film, at least for now, and definitely with James Gunn at the head because of his movement to DC, makes me a bit sad for it to end. So I'm going to go into this movie and take in every moment, just be 100% into the theater experience, and I'm hoping that I love it as much as I think I'm going to. If I do love it that much, I'm probably going to be seeing it multiple times in the theater. And all I'm saying is that if that whole title color theory is true, this could be the most emotional and heartfelt film out of the entire MCU. Thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed my video. What are your top 10 most anticipated movies of the year? If you don't have 10, what are your most 5 or 3 anticipated movies of the year? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to talk about it with you. Also, if you enjoyed my video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more movie talk, movie content, movie rankings, and movie ratings in the future. Thank you and have a great day.